computer. Okay, it's going. Good afternoon. My name is Zander, and I am going to propose that cultural diversity can positively impact project performance. There's a quote I like which says, diversity is not about how we differ. Diversity is about embracing one another's uniqueness. Now, the first argument I'm going to say is that a diverse team on a project can enhance creativity and the innovation in total. Diverse teams bring various perspectives, which result in more innovative solutions. According to Harvard Business, a diverse team will be 45% more likely to report an increase in the market share, especially on the project, which means that diversity will bring about creativity. Hence, people from different cultural backgrounds that work on the same team will bring a blend of unique ideas and styles. The next argument I have is a culturally diverse team will improve decision making. A culturally diverse team considers many more perspectives in the decision making process, which will result in more informed critical decisions. This is because through diversity, there is an aspect of vibrancy in the performance of companies. Research by McKinsey and Company shows that diverse companies are 35% more likely to have financial returns above the industry median. The returns are due to diverse teams are better equipped in assessing risk and opportunities with the use of their different perspectives. Next, I'm going to say varied cultural experience lead to varied skills and experiences. Forbes Insights found that 85% of companies with diverse leaderships reported an increased performance. A diverse team will bring a vast pool of knowledge and the required skills, which enhances the general capability of the project team. Inclusion and diversity will strengthen employee satisfaction and reduce turnover. For instance, one study done by Gallup established that increasing performance in an inclusive team can reach as high as 30% when it's culturally diverse. Since the employees feel valued and included in the diverse team, they are very highly engaged and committed to their work, which results in higher employee satisfaction and quite a low turnover rate, ultimately leading to the delivery of their objective. Now, in conclusion, cultural diversity breeds creativity, innovation, and the ultimate success of a project. It enhances creativity, makes the decision-making process better, ensures that you have a more varied skill base while attaining better employee satisfaction and retention. That's why I strongly believe that cultural diversity does profit the performance of a project.
Well, so my name is Sakif, and today I'm going to talk about why I believe that we no longer need diversity as a performance enhancer. As the famous Robert Kiyosaki once said, the key to success is not to let your emotions cloud your judgment. I believe that diversity and inclusion often comes from an emotional point of view rather than an objective one. And in the next few slides, I'll talk about why I believe that. Well, firstly, barriers to communication. We all know that good communication is key to do a project more efficiently and effectively, of course. But almost every time, cultural differences can lead to misunderstandings, and that can lead to poor communication. A research at MIT says that diversity and inclusion can make decisions 30% slower than needed. This is because the language differences and the various communications styles tend to be different for everyone, and in turn be confusing and therefore time consuming in making not only major but also minor decisions on the project. Well, secondly, I believe that conflict and tension often arises in a cultural diverse team due to different values and different work styles. In a journal publication by the Journal of International Business Studies, it is argued that conflict in culturally diverse teams is inevitable and usually is counterproductive, which influences the work within the group. If members of a group conflict on their approach to work, they may perform poorly on the given project. Thirdly, I believe coordination challenges. So cultural diverse team are more awkward and costly to manage in terms of coordination and training activities. One of the biggest accounting firms in the whole world, Deloitte, says that companies spend 30% more on training costs to create harmony among diverse teams. Costs may likely to act as a distraction to the core activities of the project and turn affect efficiency. Also, not to mention that 30% of those costs could be used to make more money and make more profit for the
Mm.
company and the shareholders. Well, last but not least, we have tokenism, which, according to studies of University of Michigan, when tokenism is experienced, there's no genuine like thought of actual inclusion, and it it results in dissatisfaction in general in among the employees and the team members of a project. When diversity is not really observed, the programs can cause decreased performance and even disengagement of the employees. Well, to conclude, I just want to say that while cultural diversity is being viewed as a critical factor for locating potential benefit, this also lays down several challenges which may become significant barriers towards the success of a project. Uh, there might be communication problems, conflict and tension may arise. We can coordination problems and potential tokenism that may exert adverse influences on project performance. I would argue that cultural diversity does not automatically enhance project performance. In fact, it often often comes as forceful towards the employees. Yeah, so if you want to go.
Okay. I see that you're arguing that different cultures at work can lead to misunderstandings and conflicts. While it is true that different backgrounds can bring different ways of thinking and communicating, which might cause some confusion or disagreements, it doesn't mean that cultural diversity is a bad thing. With good diversity training, employees can learn to communicate better with each other and understand their differences. This kind of training can really help reduce misunderstandings as well as create a friendlier work environment. By making sure everybody on the project feels included and valued, the organizations can enjoy all the great benefits of cultural diversity, like new ideas and perspectives, while keeping any potential issues to a minimum.
Um, well, I agree that with proper training with different cultures, it will lead to more success of the company. But I also believe that those training cost a lot of money, and I showed you a statistic which says 30% more increase in cost in training, can be which we don't have to spend just to employ more culturally diverse team. We can just cut the cost and make more money using that. So
Mm.
that's one aspect I think that um, we can cut down the cost on because we don't need culturally diverse teams. Also, I just want to say that yes, it may improve performance with diversity, but it can also uh, come up with new other issues which I have discussed previously, right? So, yeah, all right.
Do we have to say the final conclusion now?
Well, yeah. So I think that's all we have. We
So
have. Zander for the pro side, Sakif, myself from the cons, and yeah.
Um, Now, in general, I'll just say, while cultural diversity is being viewed as a critical factor for locating potential benefits, at the same time, this also lays down several challenges, which Sakif has said, which also cause hindrances toward the success of a project. There might be communication problems, conflict and tensions, and even coordination problems. But we would also argue that cultural diversity does not automatically enhance project performance. In fact, it can be forceful in serving as a set of challenges. Thank you, Professor, for watching our recording.